Okay. Where were we? All right. So we have two characterization of trust, which are calculus-based trust and also identification-based trust. All right. So calculus-based trust is concerned with assuring consistent behavior, whereby it holds that individuals will do what they say because they are rewarded for keeping their word and preserving the relationship with others, or they fear the consequences of not doing what they say. All right. Meaning that this is more of a reward punishment kind of trust. All right. And then identification based trust. And at this level, trust exists because the parties effectively understand and appreciate each other's wants. All right. So this mutual understanding is developed to the point that each can effectively act for the other. Right. So calculus based trust is usually involve those who have just met or doesn't have a very stable relationship, right? But then identification based trust usually is established when people have already, been involved in this relationship for quite some time. There are a few negotiation process that has already succeeded, and also there are a few transaction that has already succeeded as well. Okay. So this is the actions to manage different form of trust in negotiation. All right, you can read this on your own, or I'm not going to read the whole things. All right, so how to increase calculus-based trust. All right, and shape other parties' expectation and then meet them. So stress the benefit of creating mutual trust and how to increase identification-based trust. For example, develop similar interests, develop similar goals and objectives. So we know that calculus-based trust is more of how the technical process, all right, in the negotiation will go on and also will create that particular trust. But then in identification based trust, it is more of creating the value, creating commonality, setting off on the right foot, and also maintaining the relationship in the long run. All right. We also have calculus based mistrust and also identification based mistrust. So how do you monitor this? All right. You can always monitor the other party's action, and also prepare formal agreements and so on. All right, okay. And if you want to manage identification based distrust, expect that you and the other party will regularly disagree. All right, and assume that the other party will exploit or take advantage of you if he has the opportunity. Or in other words, just be aware of your surrounding and be aware of the people that you are negotiating with. Okay. So the role of trust in negotiation, all right. Individual antecedents of trust in negotiation. We have situational antecedent of trust, trust and negotiation process, and also the outcome of trust. You can read this on your own later. Okay. And then the impact of apologizing on trust repair. So if something happened in that particular transaction or relationship, all right, apologies are one major strategy that negotiators tend to use when there has been a trust breach. All right. So apologies will help you to be more effective under the following condition. All right. So an offer of an apology or some kind of verbal statement acknowledging that trust might have been broken is more effective than not making any comment. So just apologize rather than just setting this offside. Okay. The sooner an apology occurs after trust is broken, the more effective it is likely to be. The more sincerely an apology is expressed, the more effective it is in repairing trust. If the apologizer, all right, or the trust violator takes personal responsibility for having created the trust breakdown, the apology is more effective than when the apologizer tries to blame external circumstances. If you put 100% responsibility to the things that you have done, all right, or the violation that you have done, all right, this will be more effective when you are apologizing rather than you are blaming external circumstances, all right. If the incident that caused the breakdown in trust was an isolated event rather than an event that occurred repeatedly, the apology is more likely to be accepted, meaning that this is not the same mistake that you have been repeating over and over again. So if the incident that caused the breakdown was not created by deceptive behavior, the apology is more likely to be accepted. For example, the violation is caused by technical issues, for example, or is caused by circumstances that cannot be avoided, right? Not because of deception. Then the apology is much more effective in maintaining relationship. So the key elements in managing negotiation within relationship, all right, we must have justice. All right. Number one, distributive justice. All right, whereby the distribution of outcomes will be very fair. All right. Procedural justice is about the process of determining the outcomes, all right? Not just the outcome itself, but the process must also be fair and also must be agreed upon both parties. Interactional justice is about how parties treat each other in one-to-one relationship, and systemic justice is how organizations appear to treat groups or individuals and the norms that develop for how they should be treated. Take example, Battle and also Acme Company, how the negotiation treats, how the organization, treats another organization, all right, in order to achieve systemic justice. When you are repairing a relationship, all right, please ask yourself these 5 questions, all right? What might be causing any present misunderstanding, and what can I do to understand it better? What might be causing a lack of trust, and what can I do to begin to repair trust that might have been broken? What might be causing one or both of us to feel coerced, and what can I do to put the focus on persuasion rather than coercion? What might be causing one or both of us to feel disrespected? What can I do to demonstrate acceptance and respect? And lastly, what might be causing one or both of us to get upset, and what can I do to balance emotion and also reason? Okay. All right. Okay. Done with tonight's lecture. Any question? So basically, these are all the steps and also the things that you need to consider when you are negotiating with people or with parties who have established relationship with you. All right. Take for example the situation where we are going to the same grocery for the past 3 to 4 generations. So that is an established relationship, regardless of the ownership, okay, regardless of other businesses coming out, or regardless of other grocery shop with which offer better services and also better products. But because we know that maintaining relationship is the main thing in this particular transaction, all right, we will keep on be loyal, all right, as long as the other party doesn't violate this relationship. Okay. All right. Any question before I set off in my spaceship? I really like this setup actually. Oh, David, I have it. Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you. How are you, sir? Okay ke?
Okay.
Okay.
Hope you get well soon, sir.
Yes. All right.
Get well soon, sir.
Thank you, everyone. All right. So I see I guess I'm gonna leave you tonight, all right, to do your assignment and stuff. All right. So don't forget to submit your assignments, okay? And Happy New Year. All right, happy 2022, and I hope that we will have the best out of 2022 as well. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again next time. Assalamualaikum, and have a very good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year.
Thank
Happy New Year,
you.
everyone.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Bye-bye.